Hey, you want to hear my impression of a bird? Tweet, dang it. Tweet. And we are back with more of Dread Canaries against the Iron Storm. The game is against the Storm. I'm playing on a self-described Iron mode, and of course I am the Dread Canary. Now, last time we played on hard for the second time, which means we have to move up to very hard, which is still not very hard because we did a whole series where we played on impossible. But just to revise the rules one more time. Against the Iron Storm, I will be following this set of rules. I'm allowed 2 settlements per difficulty level. Difficulty can only ever go up, so I am not allowed to jump up and then lower the difficulty later. I have to just do a steady upward climb. Any losses require me to reset the progress on the save file completely, which means going all the way back to the tutorial and doing the tutorial again. I'm allowed, but not required, to play the normal through very hard settlements off of stream. And part of the stakes is that if I lose and I reset the data, I'm going to be doing just that. So I will have to play 6 games off stream just to get back to the point where 6 games plus the tutorial, just to get back to the point where we can resume on Impossible and move forward from there. Because Impossible is where it starts to get interesting. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to select a location I don't think we've done next to the corrosive torrent, where destroying buildings does not give you back any resources. So we will go ahead and go there, which means we're playing on the marshlands. We have to up our difficulty to very hard. And the marshlands is a gathering paradise. I don't have the ability to get any free gathering camps from my embarkation bonus. We're not high enough there. And we are going to go ahead and grab, I think this first one, just because it has 11 people. Yes, it has 9 of my beloved beavers, but it has 2 additional people. Chat says, ooh, did you just start? No, this is the second of 2 cities I'm doing on this stream. So we are just about to start our second city. Let's go ahead and do this. We've got 3 embarkation points on very hard. And for this, I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring some clay, and I'm going to bring some eggs. And let's name it, I don't know, what should we name it? You know? There we go. We'll just do that. Taking inspiration from chat, just grabbing, you know, part of someone's name and naming my town after it. Why the heck not? So, let's see. Now that we're on very hard, I guess we have only one benefit. The Queen's Generosity knows no limits. Gain 2 amber when you sell goods worth 10 amber. So this is only good if I'm selling goods. That's fine. Got our usual debuff. Villagers with this effect have minus 40 slower movement, and they just need a house. Okay, we can do that. Global food production is slow. You know, that's not really a problem. And villagers have a 10% chance of consuming double the amount of goods when using services. You know, that doesn't actually bother me either. But this one will. The Eerie Song, where we have 5% chance to die every 15 seconds without services, that could become an issue. Remember, we do not get any resources back from destroying buildings, so I need to put buildings in places where I'm not going to want to destroy them. And every 2 workers gathering camps is going to increase our gathering speed overall. And then Forbidden Glades have special giant nodes, which is wonderful. So let's go ahead and set up our lumbering areas. You know, we got some dangerous glades off in the corners here. Let's go ahead and work our way toward these spicy, spicy glades. Remember, I don't like using the official terminology. I much prefer to think of glades as vanilla, spicy, and flamin' hot. So we are going to head toward these spicy glades. We're going to turn off any coal production and marrow and oil and just use wood. We are going to go ahead and set up a stonecutter's camp to gather this stone. We're going to set up a scavenger camp. We're not going to set up any other camps. Because I cannot get resources back, I don't want to set up camps that I'm then going to destroy later. So we're just not gonna. Let's go ahead and put our beaver, plus a beaver, and you get one guess. what we put here. There we go. Chat's telling me vanilla glades are often not worth it. Exactly. They increase the hostility of the forest. They give you a couple of resources. I mean, there is a deed I have not yet done on this save file where I get, you open 30 glades in a single map. And it would be better to do that on an earlier difficulty, but I don't want to. It takes forever. Grain bags. Grain production is increased by 1 for every 25 times it's produced. Now this requires farming, and we're on a map that rewards gathering heavily, so I don't think I want to focus on grain bags. Gain an additional active trade route slot. Traders arrive faster. Now that syncs very well with our mystery of gaining extra amber when we sell, but Safe Haven giving us negative 40 hostility for every hub upgraded to level neighborhood or higher seems really nice, because I don't want to get to hostility 5. So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with Safe Haven. It was one of my favorites before the patch that lowered it from 50 hostility to 40, and it's still one of my favorites now. I'm a huge fan of the fact that they nerfed it, because I do think it was always a pick, but they didn't nerf it enough for me to not want it pretty much every time. Okay, get 6 lizards and we get a Trapper's Camp blueprint on a map that favors camps. Oh my god, yes. Okay. This requires me to get packs, but it'll give me people, and that's always good early. This requires me to just get some bricks, and it'll give me the stuff to make bricks, plus parts, and parts are good for camps. I'm going to go ahead and go with that, because we ran into a parts problem last game, and I don't want to do that again. Okay, I have 15 copper ore. Mining's not terrible in the marshlands. Or just keep lizards happy. We'll just keep lizards happy. That seems extremely doable. That works for me. Rotate that way. Should probably set up a crude workstation. Let's take a look here. These are all terrible, but I don't have any rerolls. So if they're all terrible, what would I most want? I think what I most want here is a plantation. Okay, kiln is pretty good. I'm going to go with the Weaver, though, because the Weaver gives me training gear, and training gear is good for lizards, plus, of course, but planks and simple tools is really nice. Planks and simple tools is really nice. All 3 of these are amazing, and I want them all. Okay. Well, wood is easy to get, which means it's fairly easy to get planks. Getting simple tools will require us to set up some infrastructure, but once we do, it's going to make other things a lot easier. The Weaver is good for... it's not as good right now. I mean, the training gear is nice, but it's only a 1-star. I don't need coal because I tend to be able to find coal maps. I'm going to go with the Carpenter. And I shouldn't have, because now it offers me a lumber mill, because the game hates me. Okay, well, I guess out of these, I guess I'm going to go with the press. We need 5 and 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. We'll figure that out later, because now we have to go... Okay, let's turn this in, get some lizards immediately, and then the lizards are going to go work this, and this can give us... Yeah, let's go ahead and have it give us tools. There's a nice coal mine right there. Really kicking myself for that Carpenter, because the smithy would have been a nice thing to get at this point. And I don't need the Druid's Hut because I got the press, so I guess we're getting a cookhouse. The options I'm getting, not optimal. You guys want to investigate that? Thank you. And we should probably stop favoring that. Okay. Well, let's go work this leaking cauldron. And we're going to take the +2 to mushroom production. The reason I'm taking +2 to mushroom production is because these trees have a 15% chance of mushrooms, right? So now, instead of getting 1 mushroom, we would get 3 mushrooms. And that is just a huge boost to our food on a map where food can be hit or miss. We also probably should get some housing down, but remember, I cannot delete buildings effectively. So I don't want to put temporary housing somewhere that I'm going to get rid of later. So let's see. I think if I clear out just a nice little layer right here, and we can go all the way back to that spicy glade. There we go. We're going to move this over to this side. There we go. I like that. Okay, now I'm not willing to lose any beavers. Please be fast enough. No, I wasn't fast. Oh, I was fast enough. Whew, that was close. Okay. All right. That's pretty good, right? We're going to have 2 glade events done. Okay, and there's a tinkerer. Really? Game's just like, haha, you pick the carpenter. Here, have all the tools. I'm like, thanks. Thanks, game. Real helpful. You're doing great. Let's go ahead and build the scavenger's camp, though, that I didn't build earlier. We got copper. That's good. We got access to copper. We got access to coal, so we'll be able to do mining at least. To get some supplies. That should be very nice. How you guys coming? You almost done? Yeah, you'll be done in time for the storm at least. That's good. Let's go ahead and set up some beavers in here, I think. Good. Both of those finished in time. The only thing we're getting from the storm is that people move slower, but if I just fire a beaver, I don't even have to deal with that. So yes, I've only got 3 people on wood chopping, but people are moving, you know, a lot faster. So that should help with, like, this production here. Yeah, let's go ahead and make bricks. That's fine. I mean, we need the bricks for this, and then we also need bricks for this, and then for, eventually, some other buildings, I'm sure. Let's get you closer. Stonecutter is out of stonecuttery. So there's nothing else to stone cut right now, but that's okay. We're just going to slide you into this corner, get you out of the way, and fire you. We'll put a couple of lizards here on gathering roots. This has an extra person. This has tools. I think I'd rather have the extra person. 10% chance for bonus yields, but consumption control is disabled. I really like that because I love bonus yields for the economy. Gain a +1 global resolve for every 2 impatience points. That's a nice way to have the queen be impatient with us and have it win anyway. But I don't really want to do it because I don't think we're going to get a super impatient queen. I'm going to go with the over-diligent woodworkers because free barrels is less infrastructure I have to set up later. Let's plug our beavers back into woodcutting. That seems clever. I'm going to slide these beavers up here, just so they have a little bit more to do. Move these woodcutters closer in. We're going to turn off planks here, and in fact, we're going to... no, leaving this as beavers is fine. We're going to make this also beavers, though. going to make this out of planks. And, okay, we already have some copper bars. That's nice. Do I already have tools? I already have 10 tools. Okay. Which is not enough for either of these caches. But that's going to be alright. We have bricks, so I can do the stonecutter's camp. That's solid. Next set of orders. Okay. Open up 2 dangerous glades or have beavers be happy, giving us tools, food, and wood cutting versus tools, stone, and food. I think I'd rather do the risky expedition, honestly. And then, yeah, if we're already doing the risky... well, I mean, this gives us a tavern for free if we have a brewery, but then we have to be able to make ale. And we're going to go with Into the Wilds. Chat says, I actually like not having beavers because then I can feed everyone with jerky. That's an interesting point, yeah. Though, in this case... You know, you're right. You could... Yeah, there's not a foods thing I can feed everyone with here. I can do it with, like, either biscuits and pie, or, you know, pie and jerky, or pickled goods, and, you know, we've got a couple of twos, but nothing singular. So let's go ahead and turn off favoring the beavers. We don't have to do that. We solved the event that was leading me to want that in the first place. We're going to change this to human, just to slow down the queen's impatience a bit. I don't like having an impatient queen. We'll put a shelter here, and now that we're closer in, let's wait for that guy to finish. There we go. We are going to just push all the way into the glade, like so, and put another house right here. Now I think that plus a pair of shelters will get us all the housing that we need, and remember, I don't get anything back for destroying housing, so I'm going to try to avoid destroying housing if I can. Well, of course I always could, but we're gonna try to destroy it. We're gonna wait until we have a lot of wood to destroy any housing. That's what I'm trying to get at. That looks solid. Let's go ahead and bring this guy over here just to finish cleaning up that little row, and then we will start pushing down that way for the coal. Housing is going up. Oh, right. I've got another thing I can build. Nice. Ooh, we can build a smelter. We know we have access to copper. Smelter seems worthwhile. Let's go ahead and do it. Right. We are high enough level now that the blight post starts to matter. Okay, what can we do over here? We got a smelter. Great. Okay. Okay, game. I see what you're doing. I think we should probably say this with coal. So we're going to say this with coal, and we're going to lower the hostility of the forest. Go do that. We can make fabric out of reeds right now, and I guess we could make some more bricks. How are we doing on bricks? I don't know that we need any bricks right now, so we're not going to worry about it. We are going to move this over to this side. Just because I want to clear out enough space for a blight post, and then we'll get ready to knock open that spicy glade right there. Okay, that's going to cover the housing that we need. You're going to be a bit. The forest is currently very hostile, and I don't really have anything to do to lower it. Like, I could pull workers, but I don't think pulling workers is going to be enough. It's almost enough. Okay. I don't love this solution. My other option is to do this. I don't like that either. If I favor them, and I... No, burning one more doesn't doing anything. Doesn't do anything. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna just have to deal with the fact that some people are gonna leave. Because I don't see a way to stop that. So we lost the Lizard Scout, which isn't great, because the Lizard Scouts are the people working the event. And then we lost a Beaver Builder. That's kind of fine. I think that's going to get us all the way. Nice. Alright. So we lost 2 people, but they didn't die. Okay. Gain a villager for every discovered glade. That seems worthwhile. +2 to reed production. I'm going to go with Lost in the Wilds, because I think I'm going to need some people to keep up with the fact that I'm starting to lose people. Speaking of, let's get a couple more. Yeah, and now the hostility of the force is a lot lower. Thanks, guys. Love that. Let's go ahead and make ourselves another woodcutting camp. If I can, I like to be able to afford 3 woodcutting camps. It just helps me clear glades faster, especially when we're on a map where glades are important. Let's go ahead and... I mean, all of them are important, but one where we're going to be having to use camps, because you have to, move your camps around to where there's new stuff for the camps to harvest. Get a blight post going. Should be good. Okay, I'd really like it if you guys could knock your way into this glade almost immediately, just so we can deal with whatever's in there. That'd be great. Don't know if you guys can hear the dogs barking outside, but I definitely can. Or howling. Okay. Well, we got the tools for it, at least. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll investigate that. And it occurs to me I should probably get a... Well, yeah, let's go ahead and turn this in. That sounds real nice. We should probably build ourselves a nice mine. Looks like a good spot for a mine to me. And if I look at that, it's just outside the radius of my town. So if I put the market next to it, we'll be sure that that's not using up any valuable space. And then run a road right there. That seems pretty good. Okay. Ruins and provisions. Let's take a look. That's 1 ruin. That's 2 ruins. So we already can do that as long as we can get the provisions. Yeah, absolutely, let's do that. provisions are one of the more efficient things to make. Serving ale or agriculture. I don't want to do agriculture, but I guess I have to. So I guess that's what we're doing. Let's go ahead and move this closer in. That looks good. We have plenty of fuel. We have lots of tools that I really could be doing something with. Have I got... Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Because I can use those herbs to make packs of provisions, which we now need for a order. That seems pretty straightforward. I'm going to finish this pretty soon. We'll have some ancient tablets going up. What do you need? You need parts, bricks, and wood. So let's make some bricks. And you're making planks. We're going to run these guys around the back here to clear out as much coal as we can. Hopefully we can move on to a coal economy soon. Let's go ahead and delete that. And what can we get? We can get a bakery. We can get a leather worker. Okay. Let's get a leather worker. Let's get a leather worker right here. Because then the only thing we'd be making here would be bricks. Leather worker requires fabric. We have some fabric. So let's not make any more fabric at this location. We're just going to be making bricks here. And we're going to set a cap on 20. Just to make sure I save some other resources for other stuff. Like, for example, stone roads. I would love to have some stone roads. Okay, why are you stalled out? Because I don't have any free workers. Obviously. Okay, now my people are super unhappy again. And what can I do about that? We're doing better with this. I think if I tell them to stop making planks... Don't make any simple tools for a bit. We can probably fire some woodcutters. There we go. That should be perfect. At least for now. Getting this coal up and running is going to be pretty nice, because that's going to let us switch to a coal-based economy, which doesn't have to lower resolve. Like, it doesn't increase the hostility of the forest during the storm, which is a very nice feature of coal. It's one of those side benefits you don't get to talk about very often, but it is definitely there. Let's go ahead and favor the lizards briefly to get them back into the positive. And now we're going to put 3 beavers on coal. We're actually going to put 4 beavers on coal just to start massing coal. Okay, no one's being favored, so Hilda showed up. Let's take a look at what we can get. So I'm thinking this because it has a beaver. Okay, 5. Okay, free tools when we open glades, but woodcutters have minus resolve. I don't want to do this one because we have the ability to make tools already, and we've got a mine. So I don't think we're going to need this access to tools. Also, I don't like minus 5 global resolves. Plus 15 every time you open a glade is nice, but having a default of minus 5 is rough. So I'm going to go with Rooty Ground. A Rooty Ground is basically going to guarantee that we never run out of wood again. We're just not gonna. Alright, okay, so we should talk to you. I don't want to sell my ancient tablets in case I need them later. We have a ton of mushrooms, so I'm willing to sell like 100 mushrooms. That seems phenomenal. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get as much... clay and fabric as we can. think that works. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And it occurs to me, this is my copper mine. That's not my coal mine. I wanted four beavers on my coal mine. So, I was silly. We need to come down this way. Alright. Now you are just making bricks. We're going to switch to making them out of clay again, because we want to make this a stone road. And this can go slightly this way. Excuse me. I need you to go slightly this way, please. Thank you. And that's going to let us make another mine here. Which is much better. We should put some lizards up here. No, lizards up here. And we're going to have them make this out of coal. And we're going to say to limit it to 30 to start with. That should be enough. We're going to put our 4 beavers in the coal mine. There we go. And I think run a road. Like so. Since the road is cheap, I'm not too worried about having to delete it later. I'm going to put a storage right outside the coal mines to make those trips nice and short, just get as much coal as possible. Let's unlock this, which gives us more leather production, but more importantly, it gives us the ability to make trappers' camps. And trappers' camps are going to be huge on this map. Okay. So, we've done a clan hall for the Lizard Utopia. None of these go toward any utopia at all. But I'm thinking the monastery, because the monastery gives religion to humans and lizards, and it gives leisure to humans and beavers. The clan hall is also a good call, because the clan hall would have increased the effectiveness of all camps by a lot, and this is a camp-centric map. So it would have been good, but it's not what I'm doing. I'm feeling here. For some reason. I don't know, I think it just looks nice. And because of that, I think we're just going to put a little flower garden on that side. Do I have bonus lizards doing anything that lizards don't have to be doing? Yes. Well, not really. I mean, I think I could get away with 2 lizards here. Yeah, let's do that. Put 2 lizards in there just to make sure that we've got food and leather production coming in, and then this can be leather. No, just bricks. This can be leather when we start doing it, but we're not doing it right now. There we go. Get 12 humans at resolve 34. Sure, fine. I think we can manage that. It'll be rough, but I think we can get there. And now that we've got a decent amount of coal, I'm going to put this on the coal standard instead of wood. Because we're producing, what, 12 per minute? Yeah, 12 per minute. We're burning 1 a minute. So that's a net gain of 11 per minute. And then you can burn like 14 to lower the hostility of the force significantly. So we're going to be able to manage our happiness largely by just, you know, burning stuff. Okay. Well, you know what time it is. It is time to do a nice big fence. let's rotate this over to this side. That looks better for me, because then I can run a road right down here and make this fence make a whole lot of sense. Just aesthetically, it makes sense to have a fence along that side. Woodcutter's Camp has no trees nearby. Well, I think we can solve that pretty easily if I just whoop this over here. Just whoop right there. That's where we're gonna whoop it, so that it's right there. Queen's getting impatient because I'm taking forever to do anything, but on the other hand, I feel like my city is coming together pretty nicely. How are we doing on tools? Not great on tools, because I told you guys to stop making tools. I mean, that's kind of my fault. Okay, it's completely my fault. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a reject pile of waiting camps over on this side. And I think if for the winter I do that, that should be enough to keep my people happy. At least for now. You know, I can probably go a hair happier if I fire a couple of woodcutters. There we go. And then they can go happier still by building this fence, which will increase our hub level. Yeah. Free coal when we burn blight rot cysts, and considering we're using coal to make the fuel needed to burn the blight rot cysts, that actually feels like it's going to be very useful. So let's do that. Meanwhile, let's try and push through to this spicy glade back in the corner here. Go ahead and delete all of that. We can just focus on getting straight in. And up here, we're going to do something similar. We are going to focus on getting into this spicy glade. We don't need these. We're going to eliminate that. We'll come back to all this, I promise. But for right now, we're just going to focus right in on digging that out. Let's subtract this too. Going to put a lizard in here to make our fabric. Plus, I think we're out of clay, so I can fire these guys. Scavenger's Camp is out of roots, but that's fine, because over here, there's plenty of eggs they can be getting. Got a decent amount of food coming in. I guess I could be thinking about rebuilding some stuff. Let's see, if I've got industry, we've got you. You're all built. What about food? We never built a cookhouse. Well, we should probably do that, yeah? Plantation's probably going to be worthless, so we're going to ignore that. But we can totally not actually do that yet. Okay. We need more planks. Which means, you know what? Why don't I just put another beaver? Like, I'm complaining about my lack of planks. I've got a beaver. I could fix this. What do we need? We need 3 more comforting buildings and a aesthetic one. Well, what if I just put a road sign here, here. And here. There we go. Okay. 3 incense for free when we produce 10 roots. Well, we've got a scavenger's camp. This seems worthwhile. I would have to buy amber. Which I can probably afford to do if I'm willing to sell you, like, infused tools or even some ancient tablets, which at this point is looking like I'm not going to need the ancient tablets. So we'll hang on to 3. Nah, we'll keep them just in case. We don't know what our final set's going to be. Let's do 29 herbs and maybe some infused tools, because I don't think I'm going to go for that deed right now. There's a deed for ending a game with, like, 40 infused tools in the bank. We're not going to go for it. Let's do that, and then that. And I know I could attack the trader, but then some of my people die, and I really don't like doing it. It's just not the sort of thing I'm into. Okay. Well, we've got barrels, so we can go deal with this. And I'm feeling... How are we doing on parts? We've only got 2 parts. Let's go ahead and get parts. Go investigate that. And while you're investigating that, we are going to have this woodcutter's camp move up here and start digging its way to that spicy glade. That works for me. Meanwhile, up here, I don't really want to keep going because I don't want to open a spicy glade this late in the year at this point. So we are going to just go ahead and turn them around. And start working on that direction. There we go. That should work nicely. Meanwhile, since I don't have... I've got a bunch of unused tools. Let's go ahead and rebuild this. I don't need to rebuild this. I have one, so I can just investigate it for parts. That works for me. And then we can investigate that for parts too. Well, no, that one we should... What's the Tinkerer do? Training gear at 2 stars? Sure. Yeah, we'll do that just to make sure we have access to training gear for our lizards. We're not burning anything, are we? No. We are going through coal somehow. I mean, I guess I did use like 20 coal early on for a glade event, and then it's only a net gain of like 14 coal per minute, so this isn't bad. Let's take a look at our last 2 orders. Human majority seems totally viable. I mean, if I take a while, and leisure I think is better than the other one, so that's what we're going to go with. We need access to something to make us ale, but I think we're okay. We're out of copper bars, so we can start making tools out of crystallized dew. That'll work. And I've got so many tools. You know, let's go ahead and rebuild this. I'm going to change this for tools. We're going to rebuild it. And then we can make our packs of provisions. Yeah, alright. Cool. Right, I moved it up here. We need a bunch of humans, none of which are giving me, so that's alright. I guess we're just not going to worry about it. We will bring these beavers all the way over here. We're going to just rush our way into this glade. Not that. And Queen's Gift. Mysterious amber orb with a magical flame trapped in it. Gain plus 50 to the Ancient Heart's resistance for every impatience point you have. So basically I wouldn't have to worry about corruption. But I'm already not worrying about corruption because that's where my coal's going. Okay, we solved it. All houses have one more place. No. A set of specialized tools made to extract artifacts. Gain 4 artifacts for every 2 dangerous glade events solved. Yes, let's go ahead and pick up those Citadel bonuses, because we want to unlock the Citadel bonuses as fast as possible. Because Prestige is gonna get nuts. We got an Explorer's Lodge down here I can rebuild. That seems helpful. Oh, we just opened up that glade. We've got a caravan, easy enough to solve. Let's go ahead and do that. Got a herbalist camp. That's great. Get us another camp on the map that's covered in camps. Like, oh yes. Hey, there's stone over there. And we should have enough food for me to get some more people. Love this. Great glade. Much glade. Very, very excellent. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and just rush our way in, because I think we can get there before we hit clearance. This is all covered, that's nice. Let's go ahead and do that, because I've been doing a lot of things strictly for like their bonuses, so I should probably start working on dealing with some of the Queen's impatience, because the Queen hates me right now. I mean, I've largely been ignoring her. It is my fault, I'm just saying. We should probably do something about that. Yeah, we got all our orders unlocked, so let's slam some of these out. Okay. Okay, yeah, now we've got plenty of coal, and this will prevent me from sacrificing, but I don't think I'm too worried about that right now. That gives us 5 glades, which gives us more tools. Excellent. We need a place to make provisions. What are you hold up on? You're held up on bricks. Right. Probably because I'm not making any. That works. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make a makeshift post right here. Starting to slide up. I don't want any of these, but I think I want the ranch most out of the things that I don't want. Go ahead and put a ranch here. I decided I'm not a fan of my current decoration setup, so we are going to change it. I would normally delete these, get the resources back, but remember, I'm playing on a corrosive torrent map, which means that I cannot get resources back from deleting anything. So I might as well just shove these to the side and just leave them there. They're just extra decorations that we decided we no longer want. Deleting roads, no problem. Roads don't cost anything to make, so we can just do that. We're gonna move this bench too. I don't like this bench. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a fence, 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 and a fence. There we go. Let's talk to Old Farliff. Hi, Old Farliff. How you doing? We got some money, so let's see. Crystallized dew when we produce berries. I don't see us producing that many berries, so we're not going to worry about it. Advanced coopering. Gain +1 barrels production. I'd have to make barrels directly, which isn't a thing I like doing. Moving faster on roads, though. Love that. We can also get more clay. So let's get more clay. Plenty of this, plenty of this. We could also get bricks directly, which might be more cost-effective than clay. What if I sold you 130 leather? There we go. Gets us a ton of bricks right away. Meanwhile, move this up this way. Ooh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. 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 Okay. We're going to investigate that. We are going to actually not make any bricks here anymore. Because that's a furnace, and the furnace will let us make bricks more efficiently. So as soon as these ladies deliver everything, we will go up here and put 2 more beavers on that. And you know what? I'm actually going to delete this because it doesn't refund anything, but it's only made out of basic wood, so I'm not fussed about it. We'll make a rain collector. That works. And we need 12 packs of provisions. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and knock that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is out of stuff to get. That's fine. There's this over here. And then this can go down here and get these mushrooms. I mean, if I had people in it, it could. And this can go up this way. And start working its way toward that spicy glade. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Good. Oh, right. Sacrifices are blocked right now because of this. But, I mean, that's okay. I can just fire my woodcutters, and we should be fine. I mean, for a minute, right, we won't be able to sacrifice. But then this is going to give us a +3 global resolve bonus, and we'll be able to sacrifice, thus letting us keep our lizards relatively happy. Oh, I can put another lizard in here. Oh, we can fire these ladies. Let's go ahead and go to our orders. We can turn this in. Boom. Nice. Brewery production is 50% quicker. I like it. Do I have a brewery? No. So that didn't do anything for me. Great. Okay. Alright. Sure. But this is where we can make bricks now. And we can also make copper bars. Ooh, yes. Okay. And we could make pie if we had flour. Okay. Do I have lizards doing anything that lizards don't need to be doing? Yeah, this can just be humans. That's fine. this
Yeah.
this can be beavers, seriously. And this can focus on getting us right in there. Right in there. Let's get a little closer. And that'll let me put lizards up here. And I should probably think about opening up another hub, yeah? So we're going to put some beavers down here, rebuilding this explorer's lodge. And some beavers here, chopping down trees. That should work. And then let's actually go ahead and put 2 humans here. And, ooh, food stockpiles. Yes, please. We definitely need humans as much as possible. And we will put some humans... We will put some humans here, getting us more food that way. Smithy. There's definitely a deed for having a mine smelter smithy combination, so let's do it. Like, I know it doesn't actually synchronize with anything that I've already got, but it lets me get a deed pretty much for, you know, kind of free. Right, I've got a road there. It's not like it hurts anything. We'll run a paved road all the way up to the market. Kind of inefficient, but why not? And games are designed to be fun, right? I like it. And then, you know what? Let's actually run a road that way, too. Nice. Meanwhile, we've got 12 tools, so let's go ahead and... you know what? Let's actually do Vessels of Incense. Okay, that's been built. Wonderful. So what if I built a makeshift hearth down in this area? Like there is ideal, but I can't quite fit it. That's where I want to fit it, so let's go ahead and bring this down. We've opened up another glade. Let's see. Ah, cloth? Absolutely. Ooh, +3 global resolve. Yes, please. 100% that. Plus a forager's camp. Oh, Frabj's Day. Okay. Kaloo, Kalay. Check that out. We're moving right along. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, let's move this down here then, and free up the space where I want to put my next hub. Well, we got human resolve to 30. I mean, we needed it 34, which is great, but we need 12 humans for it to matter. So, I mean, I guess we're okay. We have so much wood, though. Let's just knock ourselves all the way down to hostility level 0, which means that we can totally get from resolve. Okay, increasing meat when we get meat, or bonus stone when we get stone, or fuel recipes are faster. I'm feeling meat specialization here. Get some humans. Talk to old Farlife. Okay, Beaver Clan bonus happiness seems pretty worthwhile. Gaining 2 bricks for every 10 pottery produced. That seems nice. Bonus pigment, not so much. We definitely don't need ancient tablets. Let's get some more parts. We have so much leather. There we go. Who knows? Maybe we can get the 40 infused tools in storage ability. I don't know. It'll depend on like what other traders we see. Let's see. We have to get. We don't have enough humans still. That's fine. That's fine. I can probably stop burning this much fuel. Just maybe. Okay, we need to get 30 ales somehow. You know, I could raise human happiness and beaver happiness by making coats, and we have tons of fabric. So let's do that. I mean, I should be doing this with that and that. And then over here, we're going to turn off making simple tools. We're just going to make planks. That seems fine. Oh, we've got a stonecutter's camp that I don't have populated. We can fix that. And then we've got a forager's camp that I could do something with. Yeah, forager's camp can get insects. So let's go ahead and have them get some insects with humans to get the nice bonus. Got a brickyard. We've got another tinkerer. Well, this one we can just take apart. So let's take apart. And I think we can take this apart too. There we go. That should get us going for a while. Yeah, now we're going to have to figure out a way of getting our people happy, and I think that's mostly going to have to do with the cookhouse, because I've got, like, everything. I definitely have all the tools assembled. It's just a question of how I want to use them to compose the symphony that is my victory. Okay. Makeshift hearth. I like that. Okay, and we are going to do a paved road just around, all the way around, and then we are going to do a paved road, excuse me, all the way around this, too. Then for housing, we'll do the same thing we did elsewhere. We're going to that, 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 that. Why am I doing paved road? Nice, okay. This is how we're doing this road. There we go. Okay, Okay, and then we'll just do a nice little bit road continuance this way. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So that gives us quite a bit of employment. We've got 20 tools now, so we should probably find some caches to clear out. I like this cache. Ooh, food stockpiles. Heck yes. Let's get those food stockpiles. Queen's so mad. Let's increase this to 50 at this point. I think that should be fine. We're going to tell them not to actually burn the blight rod off of the mine, though, because that way we can get this mine up to the plus 25 chance for double production. So we'd have 35, and then once this is up, 45 chance for double production, thus making a lot more coal. We're just going to burn 60 coal a minute for 2 minutes. Got plenty of building materials of all kinds. This should be a blizzard, my word. +1 to global resolve for each rebuild or salvage ruin. This bonus is added retroactively. That's going to be massive because we have so many rebuilt. Like we 1, 2, 3, 4. We took these apart, which kind of salvaged. I think we're getting like a 6 +6 happiness. That's going to be massive. It's so good. Okay, leisure makes people happier. Well, for chance for double yields, gain +1 to production. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. And we need at least one more human. Either way, we get a human. Let's go with this because we kind of need more lizards. And we will put 3 lizards in the Explorer's Lodge. And that is going to get us +8. Okay. Alright, and then if we favor humans... Right? This is going to immediately get us to where we want to be, I think. We'll make a nice... monument to fire. Over here. And then I'm feeling some fences. Okay. We've got 2 people super happy. Forager's camp has nothing nearby. Well, I think we can fix that because there's plenty of insects right this way. Scavenger's camp has nothing nearby. Well, we can fix that because there's roots right here. And that's going to get us even more food. We're about to get our human resolve bonus. Boom. Okay. And that's going to give us more humans, which gets us closer to this human bonus. Very nice. And then, let's see, if we... I don't really need a kiln at this point. Provisioner, maybe? Sure, let's grab a provisioner, why not? We will grab that provisioner, we will slap that provisioner right here next to this mine. I think it looks lovely there. So that's what we're going to do. If we unfavor the humans, now suddenly the beavers get super happy. Old Farlow hi, buddy. You don't have any tools for me. Well, you know what? That's fine. That is okay, dude. My dude. Let's see what we can get from you. Nothing here that I really want, but I do want to increase that money though. So let's do 206 leather. Let's do 306 leather. That's almost enough. All right, I see you strike a hard bargain. Would you also like 144 planks? You would. Great. What if I made that like 184 planks? Sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And, you know, how about I give you some, like, 40 fabric? Yeah, I like that. Thank you. Let's go ahead and make some more packs of provisions then. And I think we're going to make them out of eggs. Honestly, the shelter is just here for aesthetics. But that should work pretty nicely. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. Well, we can fix that. We'll just shove you a little bit further back, and we are going to open up this glade. Why not? Wow, everyone's super happy right now. There we go, we've opened up another glade, and it's going to increase the hostility of the forest significantly, but we can deal with it with basically no fuss, so let's go ahead and do that. And there is another ruin in here that we can go deal with. So let's go do that. Currently getting 0.27 per minute. We would need like 3 minutes to win. So that should be okay. I think we'll be able to get this. Yeah. There we go. They're under. Nice. Very nice. Crap. Guess who let his people die because he wasn't paying attention? That's right. But you know what? I still like this for a screenshot. So let's go ahead and do this. Mistakes were made. Today's the 10th. Let's go ahead and resume. So, losing people is going to severely cut into our score, which annoys me because, like, and the reason it does that, right? Whoa. I didn't realize I did that. Because what I had done, right, was I'd marked trees back to here, and then I deleted these trees, but I didn't delete these trees. Oh, that's cool. Let's continue that intentionally. It didn't work. Whoops. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, because, so, like, I don't get the one for having nobody leave, and I don't get the one for having nobody die, and then, so that's points off right there. Plus, with people leaving or dying, the queen gets impatient, right? Which means I don't get as good a bonus from the queen's lack of impatience. So it just hits my score so many ways. Bakery production's faster, sure. We need to be producing flour, which I think we can do out of, yes, out of, oh, we've got so many mushrooms. Let's make packs of provisions, yes, and we're going to fire these ladies here. We're going to put those ladies down here, and then in here, we are going to put ladies out of roots and out of insects. Don't make pottery. Just make those kinds of food. Okay, and we will grab some of these. I think the leather worker can have another lizard. The mine can have another beaver. That doesn't need any more staffing. This can be moved somewhere. There we go. And we're going to staff it with humans. Because I thought I saw somewhere. There we go. We're going to add to our employment over there. Go ahead and delete this post. We don't need it. I know it doesn't refund anything, but we don't need it, so let's just get rid of it. Queen's already pretty mad at us, so let's just call this guy immediately and see if we can maybe knock out another deed before our people win. I don't feel hopeful, but maybe. We're getting... Huh! Yeah, no, we are getting... Dang it. Alright, well, we got 1,135, we got level 8. So, we've unlocked a number of new buildings, plus another trader, and another cornerstone. We completed on very hard. We got the mine smelter smithy out of the way, so let me go ahead and mark that. Nice. We got... a game with a converted rain totem and a totem of denial, which I forgot was a thing. And we got corrosive torrent, so let me mark that down too. Nice. Cool, 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 cool. So as I said earlier, we won, so we got all our reputation. We got 7 of our 9 orders. 16 regular events, 9 dangerous events. We finished before year 12. With 40 villagers and at least 50 amber in the bank. But we could have gotten a much higher score if I hadn't lost anybody through death or through leaving, and that would have probably lowered the amount of impatience left. So instead of, or raised the amount of impatience, because it would have lowered the queen's whatever. It would have gotten us like another 60 points there too. So we would have been up like another 200 points had I not lost people early on. So let's go ahead and go back to our world map. And there we go. Let's go ahead and spend our loot. We got so many rewards now that we're playing on an actual difficulty. So first off, we got some pipes. Another cornerstone. More XP. Very nice. we go to upgrades, we have enough that we can get the additional blueprint choice and slower impatience growth. And then more fuel and a cornerstone reroll. And then we can even keep going. We can get like another embark point. Yeah, let's get another embark point, and let's get the essential building the human house. So now we can always have human houses. So that's where we are at. Hopefully we'll be able to unlock at least 2 of these from our next town on Very Hard before we have to return to Impossible. In the meantime, that is going to do it for this episode of Against the Impossible Storm. Sorry, forgot what series I'm on. Against the Iron Storm with Dread Canary. I've been the Dread Canary. Against the Storm. We were playing on a custom Iron Man mode that I've come up with the rules for myself. We're playing on early access through the Epic Store, and the game will go live Q4 on other platforms, including Steam. So look forward to that. If you're watching on Twitch, remember you can catch up on previous episodes over on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/DreadCanary. And if you are watching on YouTube, please go ahead and smash that like button. Maybe make some comments below of things you'd like to see me do in future games. And, you know, do something to upgrade that algorithm. Get me more views. I would love that. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, come join the chat. I love when I have an active chat. It gives me things to respond to. I can get comments. Sometimes I'll leave towns off of people's usernames. Like Arth here is the first half of one Twitch chat person. So I will keep doing things like that. You can come see us live. It's a good time. And I appreciate it. Also, if you're watching this far into a video, I very much appreciate it. I know how long these videos are. That's a lot of time to spend with me. A lot of attention you're giving me that you could be giving elsewhere. So I'm very much glad you're here. I hope to see you in the next one. In the meantime, have yourself a great day.